Hello, how are you today? I hope you're all doing good in this hot summer heat. Can't wait till it's over, but I'm not looking forward to snow. Even though I'm in New York State, I got a lot to look forward to, but I'm not looking forward to it. I have a few things to show you today. The first one being a journal cover, and it's 7 inches across and 9 inches high, and it's covered front and back with lace. Try to get it so you can see the whole thing open. Okay, I'm working in a very small area, and inside is finished with scrapbook paper, and I made it out of a file folder so it's nice and sturdy. Okay, and this will be up in my Etsy shop, and we have some lace hanging out here, so that makes it a little longer. And then we have this pretty lady which I sewed around, and then the flowers that I made myself, and this whole little thing, and applique. I believe the applique is from Crafty Me Shop. I love her stuff. Okay, so that'll be up in my Etsy shop, and even if you don't want something like this to put your own journal in, sewing wise, you could just put your journal in there, or some diary or whatever, to cover it, just to keep it. You don't have to sew it in. You can just use it for the sake of having something to pretty to cover it. Okay, so the next thing I have are more bags, but I made these bags myself. They're not glassine. They're made out of scrapbook paper. And what I did, and there's the lady that's on the journal. Let's see. Probably going to have to show you a few at a time because it's just not a big space here. What I did is I printed the women out on vellum in my printer. I use strong vellum that you can buy on Amazon. And then what I was able to do is, when I want to make the bag, the paper that I want to make the bag out of, I could put that over it, and you can see the design through it, which I love. I think that's kind of cool. Now, here I put dotted paper, and then this paper that I made the bag out of. You can see the dots in her skirt, and I used white and blue dots here to bring out the blue and white dots there, and I think she stands out, but she's not overbearing, and it's still vintage. And I used some yellow appliques. All right, and then this one was an old McCall's pattern that I purchased online, and then I also printed this on vellum, and I made this a little pocket right here, and this tag that I made that is not vellum but paper can fit right in there. I also made another tag. Let's see, where did it go? To go in there. This is the one that goes in there. So it can set out like that, or you can add it to your journal, scrapbook paper. None of these are wider than 6 inches. They are a little taller. A couple of them might be 7 inches tall, but that's all they are. And then they're smaller as well. This one is small with some appliques, and here you can see the music notes behind her, because that's music paper. Plus this whole bag is made out of vellum that I printed, so that's really pretty. And with that, I also made an envelope. I embossed this envelope, and then I added hugs and kisses. I added appliques and paper and a bow, and I did the front and the back. And then this is vintage paper of some sort. I'm not sure where I got it, but I put that in there so that you can have something to journal on. So we have that, and then I showed you the one tag. This tag goes with that bag there, and you can write on the back. And then I showed you these 2 tags. Oh, and this is another bag. I keep forgetting this. This is a little bitty bag. Now this one isn't printed on vellum. I did that on paper. I was going to make a tag out of it, and then I changed my mind, and I said I would love to have a little bag to match who knows what you can put in there. But what I came up with was this little tag. So you can put that in there. And I think that's just so cute. Okay. And then this is a bag as well. And this is printed on vellum. And this is the paper that I used for the bag. And a little bit of satin flowers down there. So this set will be in my Etsy shop as well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags, and then tags to go along with it. Okay, let me put that away and get the next one. I put these all in bags so I wouldn't get them confused, because that's pretty easy to do. All right, then we have, oh, those don't go in there. Okay. Then I made this print, and behind it I have some music notes and some wood, or actually it looks like brick, and there's the back of it, and the front is just like that. So she's over that. And then I sewed on some roses, and then I made a bow and made it look just like her, and I made a tag to go with it. I made 2 tags like that, and then I made a second bag, which is a little smaller and different than that bag. Let me see. And then I made a very small bag, and then I made one more bag. I used a different design, but these are all printed on vellum, and then they're on scrapbook paper, heavy paper, not copy paper. Nice paper, and you get this bag as well. And with that, I made an envelope, an embossed envelope, and you can add this to your journal. You can give as a gift. It's front and back. I used gilding polish for this, gold. I love it. And I put in some coffee dyed paper for some journaling, for some notes. And there's a little black lace, and I stamped love on there. So with that, we have this tag, that tag. Let me see. This tag, and here's another tag, which is upside down, and this tag. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tags, plus you've got 5 bags and an envelope. So that's in that set, and I'm sure you will recognize it in my shop when you see it, because I think she's really beautiful and stands out. So fashionable, you know. I like stuff like that. We all do. We're women. What can we say? Okay, and the last one, I went a little nuts on this one because I love blue and pink. So I just kind of went overboard. Okay, so there's 1 bag. 2 bags, those are tags. That's a tag, tag, tag. Here's a bag. And there's some glue. Okay, get off there. And here's another bag. And here's another bag. So, and I did do an envelope for it as well, an embossed envelope. So let me show you the bags one at a time. Okay, this is a bag. These are all printed on vellum. And then this is just, I put some pink and gold dot tissue paper behind her in different places. And you can see it, I don't know, you probably can't see it on camera, but you can see it in places on her dress and in the sky. And then I added appliques and a little bit of glitz below and a flower and applique. That's bag 1. And bag 2 has some music paper that I ruffled at the top under that ruffle, and she's just a cutie pie. Okay, and then there's the back. That's bag 2. And bag 3, I added some little bit of cloth to make her, let's see if I can show you. She has this thing on her head, like a, scarf or something, but just to make it a little bit more real. And then I added ruffled paper and a flower, and I did some sewing. Okay, that was bag, I can't remember now. 1, 2, 3. And this bag, she's just so pretty. I didn't want to add a lot to her because I didn't want to take away the effects. But you can see underneath her vellum dress the pink polka dots of the paper, which I really like. And then this little girl is beautiful, and she has this striped paper. Where did I get this from? Somebody we all know, but anyways, I can't remember. I'm terrible with that. All right, and then I added some bling down here and a rose. She's just so pretty, and she's on vellum. I got these glue strands here, and so I added some bling up here and some flowers and fabric. Okay, so that's the bags. Let's put them back up. So we got 5 bags on this one. That's a tag, bag, bag. And this is an envelope. This is the envelope. It's embossed. And I put some music paper here and just a note. Get it? Yeah, very little funny, huh? And so that's the envelope. And I put some tags inside that you can write on. That's the back of it. That's pretty. So you'll get 2 of these. I made 2 of these as tags. They're rather large, but you can use them as pockets or side tucks, whatever, or you can even cut them down if you want to make them shorter, and you can write on the back of them very easily. And then these 2 little tags that go into this bag have some real pretty roses that are encased in netting. I love it. Very different trim. You don't see that around. Okay, and then bows. And on the back, you can write on these as well, and that goes in that bag. Now this tag I was experimenting on. I wasn't sure if I was going to use it. I had some of this cool velour-like fabric, and I started cutting it up, and it started curling. And I thought, wow, I wonder if that would look nice hanging down from a rose. I made this rose. Somebody in the Shabby Junk Journal Sisters showed us how to do that, and that's my rose with some bling inside. Very pretty bling, I might add. And I wasn't real crazy with how they came out. I made a few of them, and I only like this one. So I did this one. You can write on the back. It's got an applique up here, and I put that in this bag. It seemed like to go very well with it. Plus, I also made this tag to go with that bag. So you've got choices here. All right, and then let's see, where are we? This bag, I made this tag. Bag and tag, they rhyme. And you can write on the back of that, and it just goes nicely inside. They all look pretty inside their bags, I think. Especially this one, which fills it up. You can leave the rose out like that. And then this tag goes with this bag, and this is a wider bag than the others. I wanted to give you something a little larger. You can always just glue these into your journals, and they look so pretty. I love these 2 as well. They go in here. The only one I made too big, the tags I made too big, were for this small bag. They don't go inside, and I wasn't paying attention to myself. I was just in a mad creative way, and went overboard, which is not uncommon for me. So here is that bag, very cute with those tags in there. And then you have your envelope as well. So these will all be in my Etsy shop, And I thank you very much for checking out my stuff and checking on my video. And if you like my video, if you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. And if you'd subscribe, I'd appreciate it even more. So have a good